If you're a man in your 50s and you're thinking about a career change, but every time you think about it, your brain goes, what about the mortgage? Or what about the kids' college fund? Or if I quit, will I regret it? In this video, I'm going to give you 3 practical steps to start a career change without burning down your life. In my last video, I talked a little bit about mind shift and before you change your career at the age of 50. Today, I'm going to give you more practical steps. I'm going to show you how to reduce the risk, test your new direction, and build a bridge from where you are right now to where you want to go. If you haven't seen the mind shift video, click on the link above and it's going to take you to that video. Watch that one first because they go together and they pair very well together. Hey, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cyril and I help men over the age of 50 rebuild their confidence, upgrade their mindset, and create a new option in life. By the end of the video, you're going to have 3 simple action steps you can start this week. So you don't dream about a new career, you take smart control steps towards it. Now, let's be honest. A lot of us in our 50s move forward and they think a career change means quitting our job tomorrow or starting from zero with zero income or explaining to your family that why things are tight. Another thing is hoping that everything will magically work. This is scary, to be honest, and it's not a plan. The good news is there's not that one way. You can make a career change like a chess player instead of a gambler. So let's break down the first step and we'll see where it goes. Step one is not to update your resume right away or to go back to school. The first step you want to do is you want to make sure you have some clarity on where you want to go. Most men get stuck and keep asking, what's the perfect job for me? That question is just too big. And instead ask, what type of problem do I want to solve and who's it for? When you're over the age of 50 like myself, your value is more of in experience, your ability to communicate, your leadership, your ability to stay calm under pressure. So if you have a chance, grab a notebook and write these 3 questions down that you want to get started in a career change. Question number 1: what am I naturally good at and what people come to me for? People they will come to you with advice, organization, teaching, fixing things, calming people down, sales, mentoring, etc. Like the list goes on. What are you naturally good for? And somebody's going to come to you and ask you. That's the first question you want to write down. Number 2, what problems do I actually enjoy doing or solving? For example, helping people understand tech, coaching younger workers, planning, coordinating, teaching hands on work. Question number 3, who do I care about and to help the most? One of the thing is younger men, like for us, you know, or other men over 50, or small business owners, or family members. Out of those questions, you're looking for a job title. You're looking for that new direction. Your direction might sound like, I want to help small business owners get more organized, or I want to coach men 40 plus who are feeling stuck, or I want to work from with my hands again and not just sit at a desk. Once you have the direction, the job titles, the opportunities become a lot easier. So no directions equal scrolling on a job board for months, even years, and feeling stuck and confused. Having a clear direction is one of the things that you have to get, you know, focus on. For instance, when I remember pulling into my workplace as a working in corporate, and I pulled into my drive and into the parking lot. And the one thing that I used to get it, and I used to do like a sigh of like, let's get this done. So I get out of my car and I walk to the building because I'm just so tired. I'm burnt. I'm like totally just burnt. Like I don't have the energy to keep doing this after 25 years of doing this. And thoughts and what goes through my head is like, can I do this for another 15, 20 more years? I felt like there was no more hope. I hit the top of my corporate ladder in my business, in the business, and I said, there has to be more. So I more or less talked to myself and said, I need a change. I need something different. And what is there? And these are the steps that I'm giving you. I had to write down what did I want to do. And one of the things is I love, talking on camera like this, creating a YouTube channel. That was one of my dreams. That was one of I said, hey, can I do this? So that is one thing that you have to do is write down what you want to do and who you want to help. Step number 2 is run low risk experiments. Like test it in the real world. So step 2 is where most men kind of skip this part and never get started. They don't run these tests and to see where they want. The best thing to do is you're going to run these low experiments, and this is how you start your career at the age of 50 without burning out. Instead of quitting your job, don't quit your job right away. Instead of quitting your job, you want to test out your new ideas while you're still employed. Here are some examples of low experiments that you can try before you jump ship and quit your job. For instance, if you think of you want to be a coach or a mentor, offer 3 free or maybe low cost coaching sessions to people you already know or in an online group. Or if you are looking to start an online business or start a YouTube channel, commit to creating 5 to 10 videos on a topic that you really enjoy so that you could get the feel and the feedback of, is this is something that you want to do? Or if you're curious about a new industry, take an online course. I mean, now these courses are cheap. You probably could get a few online, but take a few online courses, meet up with people, talk with them, and see if this is something that you want to do. The rule about these experiments, these small experiments, is that they should fit around your current lifestyle. They should be low cost money. So I mean, it shouldn't cost much to run these experiments, and they should teach you something whether you actually like this path, because you might start something and you might not like it. The goal is not to become a millionaire from these experiments. The goal is to answer some of these questions. Do I enjoy doing this? And to keep going? Or can I realistically see myself doing this more often? Or what skill or gap do I need to work on? So like, let's say if it's YouTube, you might want communication or creating a video or not being shy in front of a camera. When you run these experiments, 2 things are going to happen. One, your fear is going to drop because you're not making a life decision, a life or death situation, and so you feel a little bit more at ease. And another thing, your confidence starts to grow because you're not just thinking about it, you're doing it. So this is exactly how young people start a new career. They call it internship, side projects. They try things out. And you can do the same thing at the age of 50 with your wisdom. So, like for myself, I remember when I first started in this YouTube journey, I got to tell you the story. I was in my kitchen and I decided I think one of the biggest thing was I was going to create a keto online, but I'm very shy. So I said, okay, I'm going to do a faceless YouTube channel. So I got the ingredients and I was mixing the ingredients on camera, poor lighting. It wasn't the volume wasn't that great. And I thought it was something that I was enjoying. I said, hey, I was testing it out. I didn't quit my day job. I just said, hey, I could just do this on the weekend. But I was relieved. Like my stress level dropped because it was something that I wanted to do. Then I went to my son. He's into a little bit of photography, and he gave me some pointers of, okay, this is wrong. The lighting is good. The volume wasn't good, but it didn't discourage me. I just took his advice, and I improved on creating content, as you can see right now. The plan. Step 3 is where you respect your responsibilities. Like, step 3 is you got to create a safety plan. A career change at the age of 50 is not about your passion, it's about money, it's about timing, and it's about communication. Let's break it down. Know your numbers. You need to have a full financial on your basic is a basic safety plan. For instance, what you're going to do is you're going to write down your monthly non-negotiables. So like, let's say you got to pay for your mortgage. You have to, or your rent. You got to make sure there's money for the utilities. You have money for food, your insurance, your minimum debts that you have to pay, etc. Write those things down. Like, know your numbers. Another thing is have a small buffer of for the unexpected, because when your car breaks down, you need money to fix it right away. So make sure you have a small buffer to make sure you fix your car. Now that you have the bare minimum, this is the number you need to cover to reduce if you get your this is the numbers you need to cover if your job gets your hours get reduced, or you need to switch jobs, or build a business. The next thing is ask yourself, if I made less money for 6 to 12 months, what's the chance would I need to what changes would I need to make? Or how much saving do I want to change before my hours get reduced? B, decide your runway. Ask yourself, if I make less money in the next 6 to 12 months, what changes would I need to make? Or how much savings do I need before I change my job or reduce my hours? You might decide, I want 3 to 6 months of bare minimum expenses saved before I make any big moves. That becomes part of your plan. Section C, communicate with your partner. This is a part that men tend to avoid. You don't need to show up 6 months later and say, by the way, I quit my job, or I'm planning on quitting my job. Instead, say something like this: I've been thinking a lot about what the next 10 to 15 years are going to look for us. Or, I don't want to do something reckless, but I also don't want to stay stuck or miserable. Or, I'm exploring a new direction and I want to build a plan together that feels safe for both of us. You're not asking for permission like a child, you're just inviting your partner into the conversation like a teammate. A safety plan might look like this: stay in your current job for the next 12 months. Spend evening, weekends building on your new skill, business, or network. Build a safety cushion. Once certain milestones have been hit, income from your side business or certification offers, then consider moving big. That's how you change careers like a grown man with responsibilities, not like a teenager who is mad at his boss. So, for instance, when I first decided to start this journey on creating content for YouTube, I went to my wife and I said, this is something I want to do. I've tried different businesses online, but I made sure that I sat down with her on the couch, and we sat together and we thought it out. Like, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm no longer happy at my current job. I'm scared, but I'm excited at the same time. Like, I was like, I can't believe I'm going to go and do this. It's almost like where I'm going to burn my bridge and, I'm going to try this all out. So I spoke to my wife. I said, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to put a little bit of effort, but I didn't quit my job. I'm right now I'm still currently working, but I'm still building this business on the side when on my days off. So this is something that I've done, and this is something that I think you should do as well. So let's recap the 3 practical steps before starting a career change at the age of 50 without burning your life down. Number 1, Get clarity on the direction that you want and don't look for the perfect job title. Focus on the problem you want to solve and who you want to help. Number two, run low risk experiment while you're still employed. Test your idea in the real world with low cost and low risk to high learning. And number three, create a safety plan that respects your responsibilities. Know your numbers, decide your runway, and communicate with your wife or your spouse as a team member. You don't have to blow up your life to change it, but you do have to have the international intentional steps. Now, I want to hear from you and tell me what one small step you are willing to take in the next 7 days towards your new career or direction. It could be as simple as writing out your skills, signing up for a course, or booking a conversation with someone in your new field. I hope if this video helped, hit the like and more so that you can see more about the content that I'm trying to produce here, and the mindset of building more confident and building the new options for men in their 50s. I want to thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Watch the next video right here. Okay? Bye for now.